So in this tutorial we're going to use some strings from Alchemy Player CM and trigger a sidechain style effect with Artillery 2 CM, and it will sound something like this. First we need to create a new Midi track, and we'll need to group that, so just right click and choose Group Tracks. We'll be working with this Midi track to begin with. We'll load an instance of Alchemy Player CM, which is a great little sample player with some excellent sounds. We'll choose Strings and Orc Hybrid. The MIDI for the strings track is on the tutorial files folder, MIDI parts and samples, strings.mid. Let's see how that preset sounds first. We'll make some adjustments in Alchemy Player. We'll set the attack and decay dials to minimum, and we'll set a release time of 50%. We'll also actually pan the track to 8 right, just off center. Next we'll add a little bit of saturation to the track with Sats and CM, and we'll push the gain up to 3. Right click and just type in the numbers to be exact. We'll set a high pass of 1 kHz and low pass of 4K. This will just smooth the sound and thin it out slightly. So next up we'll use a instance of Artillery 2 CM, and we'll actually place that onto the group track. We'll draw a key zone over the whole keyboard so it doesn't matter which key we use to trigger our effect, and we'll select the amp effect. Now we need to create an envelope within the universal modulator panel, so we'll choose envelope, select attack to a 30-second note, everything else can be made 0, and the decay to quarter triplets. We need to re-trigger this effect every time we play a MIDI note, so we'll select re-trigger to always in the box just here, and also just here. So at the moment what will happen when we trigger the effect is the volume of the track, the strings track, will actually increase every time that it's triggered, so we need to actually decrease that. This is pretty simple, just change the mod amount here and we'll make it a negative value, which is -25. The next thing we'll need to do is create a new MIDI track to trigger Artillery 2 CM. So we can do that quite simply, just create track, and we'll just insert a MIDI clip and draw that in manually. Doesn't matter which note we use, as we've actually selected all of the notes to be triggered by Artillery 2 CM. And we'll just copy and paste until that covers the whole region. Now we just need to route the MIDI output of the track to our group channel, ensuring that the sub-target is Artillery 2 CM. It will be by default at the moment as there's no other MIDI capable plugins in our project. So it's really simple to do in Ableton. You might have to consult your particular DAW's manual in order to do it on a different DAW. In Ableton, just click the output button and select group.